Good morning, friends. Happy Tuesday. It's April 21st, 2020. I want you guys to think about one thing that you are grateful for. For example, I know one thing that I'm really grateful for are all of you. I know that this is a really hard time. I know that sometimes it's not easy to log in, or maybe the work can be difficult sometimes, but I see so many of our friends engaging in the learning and trying their best every single day. Even if they don't get things right, they're still persevering and they're trying and seeing what they may have gotten wrong so they can get it right next time. And I really, really appreciate it. And I know so do all the other second grade teachers. I want you in the comments below to write one thing that you are grateful for. All right? Now, let's move on. Let's pick a focus goal. Remember, our focus goals help us determine how we can be an active learner. We focus on one focus goal a day so we can get better at becoming active learners. With us doing remote learning, it can be really, really tricky sometimes to focus. And this is really, really important that we are focusing so we don't miss out on anything. Get it? Got it? So I want you to pause the video for a few minutes, pick a focus goal, and think about ways that you can exhibit that. So for example, listening so I can learn. If you chose that, some things that you can do to listen so you're learning is maybe go into a room where there aren't too many distractions. Maybe make sure that the TV's turned off. Maybe if you have a younger sibling, you might wait for them to take a nap so they don't bother you or anything. Those are just some ways that you can practice listening so you can learn. All right, so pause the video and pick out a focus goal for yourself. Ready to go? All right, and let's check in with ourselves. I remember saying yesterday and a few days before that it's really important for us to make sure that we're checking in with ourselves before we begin learning. If you're feeling like embarrassed or worried or sad or upset or mad or angry, it may not be the best time to start working on your remote learning. What's really nice about remote learning is that you can pause and come back or do things a little bit more on your schedule. So if you're feeling upset or if you're feeling angry, it's important for you to check in with yourself and stop. Now that we've been practicing checking in with ourselves, let's practice learning a little bit about empathy. Empathy is you being able to relate to someone and how they're feeling. So I want you to think about a time where you've been sad or upset about something. Then I want you to think about a time where you've seen someone sad or upset about something. This could be at school, this could be at home, this could be with friends, it could be whomever or wherever. I want you to think about how that friend might have felt during that time and what you could do to support them. I know in U of I, we talk a lot about when friends are sad or upset. Sometimes watching them or looking at them is not the best option, because sometimes those friends might feel sad and upset and might feel even more embarrassed whenever you're looking at them, right? Maybe something that you can do is when you see that they're starting to calm down, you can say, it's okay, I get upset too. Or whenever I get upset, here's something that I do to calm myself down. That's empathizing with someone. That's you relating to someone and how they feel because you've experienced it too. All right, let's move on. Let's go over our daily objectives. Our daily objectives are the same ones as yesterday. We're going to practice our sight words. We're going to be practicing our vocabulary words, and we're going to identify and distinguish. Remember, distinguish means tell between the two, between synonyms and antonyms. So let's get started. All right, let's do our sight words first. The word is tree. The word is, get ready, go, T-R-E-E, tree. The word is never. The word is, get ready, go, N-E-V-E-R, never. The word is start. The word is, get ready, go, S-T-A-R-T, start. One more time, get ready, go, S-T-A-R-T, start. The word is earth. The word is, get ready, go, E-A-R-T-H, earth. One more time, get ready, go. Last one, the word is light. The word is, get ready, go, L-I-G-H-T, light. One more time, get ready, go, L-I-G-H-T, light. If you did all of it and you kept up with me, give yourselves a pat on the back. All right, let's move on to our vocabulary. All right, so we have drowsy, to be a little sleepy. Gasp, to inhale suddenly with your mouth open. So remember, we are talking about a runner after they're finished running a race. They might gasp because they're out of breath. If you're surprised or shocked, say that you walk into a birthday party and you didn't know that someone was throwing you a surprise birthday party, you might gasp because you're so surprised and can't even speak. Vanish, remember to disappear, kind of like a magician. Or mend, to repair something. So like fixing like a coat or a jacket or a blanket that might have broken or might have torn. All right, let's look at our sentences and see how we can fill in our blanks. All right, read the sentences, which words are missing, and how do you know? I want you to pause the video today, and I want you to go ahead and practice identifying or finding or filling in the blanks. Oops. I want you to practice filling in the blanks for all of your vocabulary words. When you're done, press play so we can go over it together. All right, did you pause it? All right, let's go over it together then. After I took my medicine, I was blank all day. I couldn't stay awake. Uh-oh, that says away. I couldn't stay awake. If I just took medicine and I couldn't stay awake, what word do you think would go in there? They're talking about you can't stay awake. Could it be mend? No, mend doesn't make sense because it's about repairing. After I took my medicine, I was mend all day. No, that doesn't sound right. After I took my medicine, I was vanished all day. Well, I didn't disappear, I just couldn't stay awake. After I took my medicine, I was gasped all day. I couldn't stay awake. No, that doesn't sound right. After I took my medicine, I was drowsy all day. I couldn't stay awake. Does that make sense? Yeah, because we know that drowsy means to have a hard time staying awake. All right, the dinosaurs blinked from the earth millions of years ago. Well, we know that the dinosaurs all went extinct many years ago. So what word do you think we could use for extinct or to go away? Yeah, vanish. We know vanish means to disappear. So the dinosaurs vanished from the earth millions of years ago. Does that make sense? Yep. Does it sound right? Yep. So we are good to go. When I looked out the window, I blanked. I couldn't believe it was snowing in April. It's snowing in April. Wow, just last week it was. If you are surprised, well, if they're saying that it's snowing in April, do you normally expect to see snow during April? No, so you're probably surprised or shocked. What word did we talk about that meant surprised or shocked or something that someone might do when they're surprised or shocked? On the count of three, shout it out. 3, 2, 1. Yes, gasped. If you are shocked, you're gonna go like, wow, I can't believe it's snowing. When I looked out the window, I gasped. I couldn't believe it was snowing in April. That makes sense to me, right? Does it sound right? It does. Can you please blank the broken heel on my shoe? Well, if something is broken and we know it needs to be fixed, what word do we need to fill in the blank with? Right, mend. We know that mend means to repair. Can you please mend the broken heel in my shoe? Does it sound right? Does it make sense? What two questions did I keep asking myself after filling in the blank? I kept asking myself, does that sound right and does it make sense? You can't just rely on something sounding right. It also has to make sense. Those are two good questions that you can ask yourself when you're trying to figure out vocabulary words and their meaning. All right, let's move on to our main focus for today. So we're going to be identifying and distinguishing between synonyms and antonyms. So we know that synonyms, they mean the same. Synonyms, they mean the same. Synonyms, they mean So for example, start and begin. Both of those words mean the same thing. Antonyms are words that have opposite meanings. So antonym means opposite. Antonym means right. So even with our chart over here, like we have some synonyms and antonyms. Pretty, lovely, those words both mean the same. Large, enormous, those words mean the same. Scared, frightened, those words mean the same. Sick, ill, those words mean the same. Those are all synonyms. Let's look at some antonyms. Last, first. We know that those are antonyms because they're the opposite of each other. Sharp, dull. We know that those don't mean the same. They're the opposite of each other, so they're antonyms. Serious and silly. We know that those are antonyms because they mean the opposite of each other. All right, let's go through some practice problems together. All right, now remember, synonyms, they mean the same, antonym means opposite. And even if you mess up like I did yesterday, no big deal. As long as you're listening to yourself and thinking while you're doing it, you can still fix your mistakes, all right? Everyone makes mistakes, so no big deal if you get an answer wrong. All right, tired, sleepy. On the count of 3, is it a synonym or an antonym? 3, 2, 1. Synonym, because tired and sleepy mean the same thing, so it has to be synonym. Remember, synonyms, they mean the same. Synonyms, they mean pretty and beautiful. Is that a synonym or an antonym? Does it mean the same thing when someone says I'm pretty? Is it like the same thing as saying I'm beautiful? Yes, they're the same thing, so they're synonyms. Nervous, brave. If I'm nervous, does that mean I'm brave? Is that the same thing? No, they're actually the opposite of each other, so that must be an antonym because it is the opposite. Let's do a few more practice problems together. Now, this time, just like in your exit ticket, you're going to be replacing the underlined word with a synonym from the word bank above right here. So let's look over here. We're only focusing on synonyms on this side. So we're looking for words that mean words that mean the same as our underlined words. The horror movie last night scared me. What word in our word bank is a synonym of scared? What word means the same thing as scared? Is it carry? No, carry means you're like holding something, and that's definitely not what scared means. Could it be frightened? Frightened seems about right. Frightened like means scared. Could it be intelligent? No, that doesn't make sense to me. That's not the same thing as scared. So I know that it must be frightened. The horror movie last night frightened me. Does that make sense? Yep. Does it sound right? Yep. So I know that my answer is right. Now, I want you to do the last 2 on your own. Pause the video and do the other 2 on your own. Did you do it? All right, let's go over it together. Can you please bring this box upstairs? What word could be a synonym for the box for bring? Could it be carry or intelligent? On the count of 3, shout it out. 3, 2, 1. Carry. Bring and carry mean the same thing. If you're bringing something, it's the same thing as carrying something. All right. All of our friends in KOP are so smart. What is a synonym for the word smart? What word means the same thing? Intelligent. It was our last one, and we still had to go over it and double check to make sure it still made sense. Smart and intelligent are synonyms of each other. All right, on your own, do the antonym side. Pause the video and work on your own. All right, are you ready? It says, my dog was acting very naughty today. Am I looking for a word that is the same as naughty? No, I'm not. I'm looking for a word that is the opposite of naughty. So I'm looking for a word that is an antonym because it means the opposite. So what is the opposite of naughty in my word bank? Is it full, good, or slow? It's good. If the opposite of naughty or bad is good. So my dog was acting good today. That makes sense to me and it sounds right. While playing outside, RJ saw a speedy car zoom by. Am I looking for a word that means speedy? Say, oh no, I'm looking for a word that means the opposite of speedy. What's the opposite of speedy? Yes, slow. When playing outside, RJ saw a slow car go by. Let's look at our next one. The milk in the refrigerator is empty. What is a word that means the opposite of empty? Full. We know that empty and full are antonyms of each other because they mean the opposite. Nice job, friends. So again, what is a synonym? Yeah, it's a word that means the same. What is an antonym? It's words that are opposite of each other. Now, it's your turn to practice on your own. Complete the guided practice in order to practice distinguishing between synonyms and antonyms. When you're done, take your exit ticket and log into Lexia. I hope you have a great rest of your Tuesday. Bye, friends.